Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to, I think this is the special episode of the Digital Marketing Misfits show. This is actually the first of, I think, 4 or 5 in a row that we're going to be doing here in the month of November because it's coming to be promo season. We're finally going to make an offer to you guys at the end of the month in November. Leading strong with that one, but we've got a couple of topics today. We're going to be talking about Elon Musk and Twitter.
Like, we tell them we're going to make an offer to them right after these sirens go off in our intro music. Like, caution.
Yeah, 100%. Proceed at your own risk. But I feel like if you've been with us for 14 episodes, I mean, come on. You're going to buy whatever we sell.
I don't even think we sell no numbers.
That is confidence. I don't know. Flame me in the comments section. Let me know. Tell me, oh, you're a shitty salesman. Let me know. But yeah, we're going to talk about a whole bunch tonight. But we generally have less topics than usual because we normally have 14 days between these things and it's only been 7. So we're going to freestyle a little bit tonight. So if you want something you want our opinion on, drop a comment, let us know. And if you're watching this on replay, you should have been here live, or this might be a really short episode.
What's up, James?
Show up live on Wednesdays.
What's up, James? Well, where's everybody?
No. Yeah, where is? Yeah, because someone. Oh, I didn't blast my email list. Someone send a blast out.
I did.
Oh, creative Facebook post that I totally forgot about.
Oh, we got 5. All right, people are starting to show up, so this is fine. We're
wondering.
Welcome, Discord. We're
nice.
Oh, we were talking about what? You want us to talk about Discord? Hey, what's up, Manna?
No, I think he's coming. Oh, I see. That's Ian. We've been talking about Discord a lot today for some reason.
Oh, dude, Discord's overwhelming. I try, but man, with all these hashtags and emojis, like I thought freaking Telegram was a lot of messages, but Discord is just a whole nother level.
But if you want to talk about that as a topic tonight, very good points about that. Like, it's not just the Andrew Tate place to be. Crypto brought it. You've got streamers, you've got gamers that are already there and familiar. It's just the age group is different, but there's still people who want to know about this, as we know, right, Dom? Mm-hmm. So if you can get familiar with the platform and you can take it over there, it's probably wide open for you to get some hot leads.
Absolutely. Your weekly investments only been 7 days. Yeah, we're actually we're going to be going every 7 days for the month of November. You're going to see a lot of us. So there's gonna be more topics. Tag us on YouTube, tag us on TikTok, give us topics because we're gonna have to come up with as many as we need everywhere.
Hey, will someone drop in the chat our share link because I don't know how to internet right now?
That's incredible.
You can
Danielle, first live with us, guys. Welcome.
Wow, welcome.
This is the first time with us. Drop us, let us know.
Sorry,
you're not here for work.
Yeah, exactly. There is no filter on this show.
No.
Are we gonna have a Barb appearance or no?
She said she was gonna be late.
But we'll all be here for like the first time in a long time.
Yep.
How exciting.
Yeah, we were running shorthanded for a while, but now everybody's here. Yep. It's nice. But yeah, so Sky, talk about Discord. I mean, like you said, it's definitely a different age group than obviously I feel like I'm 5 years too old for Discord. Like I just missed Discord.
Yeah. Well,
and I know I'm looking at our comments.
See, I got deep into NFTs this time last year, and basically every NFT community was built on Discord.
Yep.
So I got pretty familiar with Discord after about a month or two in some communities and some projects like that, like Jungle Freaks, like this project over my shoulder.
But yeah, it's basically Discord's it's a social media. Is it a social media platform? Is that what we're going to call it?
It's like a community hub.
Yeah.
It's like you have a bunch of dedicated chats. It's like a Facebook group where people actually want to be active. It's kind of wild. Like I'm in a couple of the NFT Discords as well because I own a couple of them, and I have to shut it off. It's
overwhelming.
Super busy.
I think between the stock people, the NFT people, and the young people, those are the ones that run Discord.
Absolutely.
And it's like they have more participation in there, and they're all over the world. So you've got all these time zones just all day long, 24/7, and and they're tagging and hashtag doing all their shit over there. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, I feel like that's also though what some Facebook groups would be like if everybody saw every post instantly.
Mm-hmm.
It's not algorithmic on Discord. Discord is like you post something and there's 100,000 people in that Discord server. 100,000 people see it instantly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, again, that might just be the old ass in me being like, just slow it down just a little bit.
Like having a stroke right in a dark room, though. It's like, I'm having a stroke right now.
It's true. Although, I don't know, our group chats, if anyone's on Telegram, I mean, group chats kind of light up too, but it's...
Oh, my God.
Yeah, just add like about 300 people to that. And then...
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's Discord right there. And then about 7 other rooms under one little network.
There's been 400 new messages in the past 3 hours.
Yeah.
I was
when I was day trading, I was in like 5 or 6 groups, and I'd leave to go make lunch and come back, and I'd have like 1,500 notifications. I'm like, this is too much.
No,
Mm-hmm.
it's overwhelming for sure.
I couldn't even find the link to our channel, so don't even ask.
Oh, we're still doing that?
No, I did it. I found the YouTube one and I pasted it and sent it because like 7 people will show up. Maybe I should go live in my Facebook since all those new members are there. I don't know.
Yeah, go do that.
Doing now.
Yeah. See, we have a very YouTube heavy audience tonight. Looking at the comments, welcome YouTubers. Usually it's the other way around. We usually have people over from Twitch.
Is there any way to go live off the post I just made?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't Facebook.
Guys, contrary to popular belief, I mean, we all look like successful marketers. A lot of the times we're like, how do I do this? We just keep throwing stuff at the wall. And if it sticks a bunch, then you kind of start to get traction.
There you go.
You have to become a super user at something and then dive all in at one thing. And you have to learn that skill and then develop it from there. Like, I didn't know anything about video editing, and I'm over here doing CapCut tutorials on the back end of things that, you know, at the end of the day, that didn't come from me learning CapCut to start with. That came with me just being like, what the hell am I doing? Oh, I accidentally hit send on that. I don't know how to delete it now, but it's out there for the world, you know, and you learn by falling down. You don't learn by standing still.
But you've gotten really good at it. I mean, didn't you have some sort of a viral video just this week?
I might have for something. There might be something to.
We'll talk about that later, I think, right?
Yeah, that is what we call foreshadowing, everybody.
Oh.
Now, someone tell me how to go live on Facebook.
So we've got Perth, Washington, moderators and Discords. Are you guys keeping up with the chat? Oh, I got Slack too. Slack's another one, another messaging hub, which corporate Discord is more casual, huge gaming. Yeah, because I'm on Slack too. I'm gonna use my video editors on Slack. And
you know why Slack is the worst though? Because you have to be on it at work, and I never want to be part of that again. When they introduce that, you're like, no, fuck no, I don't want any part of Slack. Nope.
No, you can drop F-bombs. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll mark all the streams.
I mean, I'm here doing this earlier, so I mean, it's like my Halo is crooked now. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Slack integrates with everything, like every single. I don't know. It's good, but it's not, like you said. It's always you got to do it at work.
Yeah, because when you're at work, you have to be on Slack. If I want to be on or off Discord, Telegram, whatever, yeah, my call. When the boss tells you to, I'm triggered already.
Speaking of triggered, let's talk about Twitter and Elon and everyone else on there and the
Twitter Vine.
Twitter Vine. I don't know, Scotty, you have thoughts on that? You said you had a theory.
I want to hear what everybody else has to say. I've got my theory. It's time for a break. Brought to you by Liquid Death.
Who bought their severed hand candle, by the way? Everyone see that one?
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that until you said it with Martha Stewart. I thought that was pretty cool.
Spectacular. $58 though. That's a lot for a candle.
How long does it last?
I mean, I don't know. It's the size of an actual Liquid Death can and a human hand. So I would imagine, I don't know. How long does a human hand take to burn?
I don't know either one, hand or candle. I'm not into either one of them. And you like cats, so you have candles. I mean, that's how it goes, right? No.
No, what? Yeah.
No, I'm no candles in this house.
Yeah, the only candles I had were like electronic. I tried to sell them on Amazon. They flopped.
That's right.
That's bad. We're candleless here. We're flameless in this house.
Lisa wants to know if we have a Telegram name. We don't have a Digital Marketing Misfits Telegram channel.
No, we do not. It's more.
I
It's more.
mute chat
It's
group
unofficial, you know.
Yeah. We just kind of. It's kind of like just a group chat for all of us to kind of bounce topics for the next show off. But then we just start talking about random other shit in our lives. And
Facts.
it's kind of just become anything and everything. But yeah, so
It's kind of like the only people I actually talk to. So it's like, you know, like the inner circle, like meet the Fockers, you know. It's very, very, very small, and this is it. So
I mean, this is something. This is definitely something we can talk about, though. I think everybody should try to find people that are relatively close to their level to build like kind of like their own little tight knit community. So I mean, a lot of us have known each other for, I mean, quite a while now, and we really just met through the interwebs and, you know, through trainings and coachings and different programs, and we all just kind of ended up in the same pot together somehow. Scotty says it all the time. He's like, I don't even know how I got here.
I was just typing that. I was like, find people at your level and a Scotty.
I say we range from redneck to ranger. Like there's like this giant range, and you can't nail it down. But like find the people you mesh with, because like it's a special place when you get there.
I mean, we all. I mean, I'll come out and say it. We had a mutual hatred for a certain education program that does not have two letters, but that's how we all kind of formed the group.
well, that's the thing. Like, find people who you can get along with, but also resonate with, and if you guys are all kind of on the same journey, the same path together, that's basically what happened with us. We formed a mutual bond for a hatred on a program that was out there, and we just started talking. But from there, it wasn't just we don't just
it was not just a gossip group.
No, it wasn't just spending an hour per day, you know, talking about bad things about another. It ended up being a lot more than that, and you guys can see this show itself is a spawn from that particular Telegram group that we had. And not only did it spawn, you know, Digital Marketing Misfits, but it spawned, you know, a future info product and like different things. So don't always think that you have to go it alone. Create little communities of people that, you know, are on the same journey as you, and just try to, you know, build up friendships that way. You guys would be surprised eventually, once you bounce enough ideas off of each other, you learn from each other, you share your wins, you share your losses. And I think it can be really beneficial to be, even if it's a really small, like 3, 4, or 5 people, like you don't have to have massive communities to be able to grow your online business.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Russell Brunson talks about this in one of his podcasts, where he talks about them being rainmaker projects. So it starts off, right? Like when you're starting out and you're not, again, find some, like, and don't try to do like a rainmaker project with somebody who's 10 steps above you. Like, that's cool if that happened, but like, you're not, if it's people who are kind of on your same level, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that are there, all come together. And it's like a thing that everybody kind of works on together. Everyone grows together. Everyone throws in leads. Everyone shares the money. Everyone shares the profits. Everyone shares the leads, and you all kind of grow together.
Yeah.
And everyone's brands can grow simultaneously, you know, through connection and community and things like that. I think it can be an extremely powerful thing. And I don't think enough people are doing things like this.
Yeah.
You're starting to see it a little bit, especially in our kind of TikTok affiliate marketing space, but I don't think you're seeing it more on the broad spectrum in the era of short form video.
I think that what's happening, and I'm just going to call it how I see it, as a spade is what's happening is, unfortunately, when other groups of people get together, sometimes it is for the exact same cause, and they're not encouraging a different thought or a different creative thought in building their own solid brand. What's happening is everybody is just like trying to all funnel into this one thing, and it doesn't really solidify any one of those person's business, and they fall into this black hole of always trying to find the next thing. where that's where I think this group is very special because we're all individual thinkers and we all contribute some type of thought. And if you looked at any one of our FYPs, like they're all going to be different. Dom and I were talking about.
We figured that out earlier today.
Yeah.
I met Reagan for the first time today, like an hour and a half ago. She happened to be in my neck of the woods for work, and we met up, and it was we found out we had completely different FYPs.
This guy mentioned this in my group earlier today, and I thought it was really interesting if you think about it, and I think it has a lot of validity to it. Once the Amish group gets that many people, they split and continue to grow into a different community, like small packs, like that. That's fascinating to think about it like that.
They build their small village.
Yeah, and then they get to a point where they don't. You get too many, you get. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, my partner says this saying, and I like to reference it, and it's going to be a little deep probably for right now, but whatever. Here we are. She always just says, like, it doesn't matter what our home is, but we're all just here to walk each other home, and that's kind of it, right? Like, find what you can corely believe in with a community of people, and like watch what value that not only brings to you yourself and your brand and makes you want to go be like you and your empowered unique self, but it also like helps you creatively all collectively thrive. Like Thad just hit a huge milestone, and he's over here doing something kind of completely separate than what a lot of us are talking about. And like, we are going to just sit here and pump him up because he's out here doing his thing and it's valid to him and it's bringing him his most energy. So find those people that you can relate to that with first, more than, a common product, if you will.
Yeah. Cause we don't all, that's the greatest thing about our group is that we don't all promote the same product. No. Like we literally have created our own products. I mean, she's been doing all different types of stuff. Mark does different stuff. Thaddeus is doing his thing. I know Dom and Jason have done a little bit of SaaS, but I mean, Dom's had his own products and he's worked with other entrepreneurs. We've all got all these different things going on. We didn't join forces to promote a single product, right? We joined forces to bounce our entrepreneurial ambitions off of each other and to help, like you said, lift ourselves up. Like we're all doing different things because we can be successful doing many, many things online. Yeah. And affiliate marketing is just kind of what was the genesis of everything. And many of us 5 or 10 years from now probably won't be doing any affiliate marketing at all. Right.
I'll probably be throwing emails to my list every now and then if a friend has a product out.
Certainly, but it may or may not be the primary way that you generated income.
Correct.
We may all fall into different things. There's other things that I want to test and try because I'm an entrepreneur at heart and I like learning new things. I like testing things. I'm very analytical. If I see an opportunity, I literally dive into it until I'm successful with it or until I, start to make money with it. And then, like most people, I get shiny object syndrome. I see another opportunity and then I dive into that because I feel like it just makes me more well-rounded, that every time I win with a certain strategy, then it allows me to grow as an entrepreneur. And then I can see opportunities differently than maybe had I not taken, the dive into whatever opportunity it was. So
100%.
Perfect. So real quick, before it gets too deep in the comments, David asked, this is a really good question. What have you guys found to be the most effective free offer to provide your email leads to get them over the line? Or do you always need to provide something free, ebook, video? I am a noob. Jamar, you got your hand up.
So literally since 2018, I've seen multiple people win with a free course
all the time. I've seen
literally, time and time and time and time again. It doesn't matter if it's a free course into a high ticket offer. If it's like I recently did a free course into a SaaS company. So like a SaaS affiliate program. I'm still earning monthly recurring commissions that still blow my mind. And I had to create the course once, right? Yeah. I think I told you guys, I spent 4 days. I created this entire course, right? 4 days, filmed a bunch of videos.
I still don't know how you did that.
I don't know. But I had a framework. I'll tell you. So there was somebody else who had built a similar free course, and I said, I can build it. I'm not going to use his free course. I'm going to build my own free course. So I built out my entire free course, and then I went to TikTok and just I literally made a handful of maybe 10 or 12 TikToks, and I ended up with like 4,000 leads, a whole bunch of people that went from trial to paid. And now I earn monthly recurring commissions because they all took the initiative to start their own SaaS companies. So that's a literal example within the last 6 months that I used a free course to promote a software which earns me $200 per person per month for as long as they stay using the software.
That's awesome.
So I mean, it literally, it was, I could have kept going on that, but I got a couple $1,000s in recurring, and I fell into Amazon influencer, and then that was the rabbit hole that I dragged Dom into, and here we are, months and months later. Months and months later. Now we're all doing.
Glad you did.
Yeah, that's probably the best rabbit hole we've ever gone.
And the thing about the free course, and I haven't done it yet. I just rely on Dom's. But if you can master that kind of a thing, it will answer so many of the questions people tag you on, right? You're constantly in the DMs, whether it's on TikTok or anybody else, with the same questions over and over again. If you go through the effort of building that course, you just point them to the course. And then they can come back and buy something, or come back and stay if they're interested in that. But that's another benefit of the free course.
Perceived value. That's really what it boils down to.
Yeah. Now,
like, people are like, I could have sold my course. My course. Somebody literally messaged me the other day. They're like, you gave this course away for free. I would have paid like $500 for it. And I'm like, yeah, I know. You're not the first person who's told me that. The point was for me not to earn money from the course. The point was for me to support them and give them enough information so that they stuck with the software, because I don't want their $500. I want them to stick and pay me $200 commissions for the next 3 years.
Yeah. Right. Well, it's funny you said that, right? Talking about stick rate on subscriptions. So let me know in the chat if anyone knows the company ClickFunnels. I'm hoping to get a whole lot of like yeses on there. But Spencer Meekum was the number one. I think he still is the number one affiliate for ClickFunnels of all time. And he got there by creating a free, just how to use the software course. That was like his bonus. So like, there's a big thing, especially with software. Like, software is a really cool thing because it pays fat commissions, and it's a subscription, and people stick. If they stick forever. And a lot of,
I think you want to use the specific term there. I'm going to geek out if we're going to talk about software.
All right.
It's all about the lifetime value within what the problem you're solving is. So the software specifically needs to solve a very specific problem that you have developed with that community for then it to lead to perceived value. When you have the software, you can build everything around the software. After that, you can build the community around the software. The software itself is a solution to the problem. You can't just promote a software without it being a solution to somebody's problem. It's not just about fat commissions and reoccurring commissions. You need to have a solution to a problem behind software.
Yes, that's kind of where I was going with the point. Obviously, the content solves the problem, but if you show the problem, here's the software, go buy it. People will buy it, but then they're not necessarily going to get onboarded, or they won't figure it out and they won't stick. So if you basically, as the affiliate, create this, like, here's how you get set up specific to your use case, that'll increase your lifetime value, because people will stick because they'll go, oh, I know how to use this. This is better onboarding than the company has. Because
what's even crazier is that I gave them a literal A to Z on how to set everything up, how to set up the software, how to get your first clients, all that stuff. And they literally, and there was still high churn, and there were still a bunch of people that didn't even finish the course. So you could literally hand somebody a free course and they're still not going to finish it.
If you're going to hand someone a free course to sell a software product, you better follow up with extreme value on how you can add to that software after that. You can't just end at the software. And this isn't anything against Jamar. That's just literally, otherwise the churn's going to happen. 10 out of 10. You have to be proactively careful, because software is always updating. You can't be reactive to the software and just hope your free course stays forever and other software isn't going to come out. You've always got to be proactive within the software industry as a whole.
And I had, and that's a great point, is that a lot of the people who did end up sticking are the ones who took initial action and reached out to me saying, hey, I'm having a trouble with this. Can you get on a one-on-one call? And I did. I got on calls with people all summer long and helped these people basically set up their business, help them get their first clients. And those are the ones that stuck and are still paying, right, for their SaaS subscription. So you're right. They needed that extra help, even more so than what the course could provide. They needed that hands-on help. So,
So yeah, David, to answer that question, a free course is the best thing to give people for free to get in. It answers a lot of questions, but I mean, it is also the hardest thing to make as a lead magnet.
And Barb, didn't you have a pretty dope ass free course that was a lead magnet?
Yeah, she did.
I definitely had a free course. That's a term I use loosely, but I was just going to make the comment, Jamar, like, what? Affiliate marketing isn't passive? What?
Exactly. And I was going to say, wait, you mean those high ticket reoccurring commissions? Like you had to get on calls and work for those to get them to stick?
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Anything. It is not 1 to 2 hours per day. I don't care what anybody says.
No. Unless you're doing something super slow like blogging, but then you're literally going to be a year before you start seeing real results. Yeah. So possible, but not probable. But,
welcome, Barb.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome, Barb.
We're all here.
I know.
The gang's all here.
Sure.
But so who wants to talk about the next rabbit hole? Or actually, no, because Scotty, you were going to talk about Vine. We kind of like touched on Twitter Vine. And then we kind of went off down the rabbit hole of free stuff. I want to hear your theory. I want to hear your thoughts on that. And also paying to be verified. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I think paying to be verified is great because, it's
for who?
Well, it's only going to be for the top percent. It's going to be for the people who are complaining. The Stephen Kings who are like, I'm not going to pay money. Okay, bye. But he's got the money. Make them pay. Make them pay to be on it. Why are they special? Make them pay.
What's the threshold on that?
Yeah. So like, do you make me pay?
Whatever he says, whatever his little puppet master says, because he's in a room laughing. He's just. I think all of this is him just doing what he does. I think Twitter.
You think there'll be a Stephen King movie about Twitter and Elon Musk and getting verified?
I think Twitter Vine is another publicity stunt that is like keeping him in the news, but distracting from what he's doing.
Failing at making self-driving cars.
That works. But I think it's great. It's going to keep the energy alive for people to see what he's going to do next, and he's really good at that. So I think that's all this is. And he's really good at building and running companies and hiring good people to put into place. I don't think he got high on mushrooms on Joe Rogan one day and said, I'm going to buy Twitter. He's got a plan. People might not think he's doing it the right way and think he's a complete idiot. But obviously he is where he is today because he's not a complete idiot. So,
but does he finish anything, or are they all just really good ideas that he doesn't finish?
Well, some he doesn't.
Extreme shiny object syndrome with
Twitter. I think Vine. Okay, but like, correct me if I'm wrong here. And Vine and Twitter is the beginning of TikTok when short videos were there and a clever caption. Before people had to remember how to do a hook and everything. Right. So I just think it's going to turn into a massive United States shit show. But that's just my
Oh, remember, he didn't say Twitter and Vine. It started coming out and Mr. Beast said something about it. Elon has never said anything about that. If you look and you realize, wait a minute, he never said a word about it.
Elon also wasn't going to buy Twitter and he backed out. So like,
backed out, but that was all showmanship. That was all part of what he does.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, unless maybe he thought backing out would, because here's my thought, right? I feel like Elon is it's only a matter of time until he goes to jail for market manipulation. Something's going to stick, right? He uses his social media platform to manipulate stock prices. Let's be honest. I think backing out of Twitter, he was trying to lower the stock price so he got a better deal.
Wait, the guys on CNBC don't do that when they get on there in the hot box?
I get that.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm not like a fanboy for him, but I think he is a very smart man who, can manipulate. And we've got everybody here talking. I think he got into Twitter, and I think he did exactly what he wanted. Part of it was exposing, because he made them file and say in court how many bots they have. And Twitter's like, shit. So their valuation was based on bullshit, because look at all the bots that they're kicking out now. And they're like, now they had the C-suite at Twitter had to realize, okay, the game is up. Yep, we did have way more fake accounts than we admitted to, even though they knew they had them. So I think he played it perfectly.
So maybe you're saying that playbook could apply to TikTok?
But what's Twitter?
All the bots on TikTok?
No, but TikTok's a Chinese company, so they can do whatever the hell they want, really.
Yeah, that's true.
As Twitter is an American-based company, and what they do and how much money they make and all of what they do, where they felt, their reporting was pretty egregious too, because it was based on bullshit, and they knew it was bullshit.
Who were the users of Twitter?
It was a lot of high-profile people. It was like politicians. It was authors. It was a lot of like.
So politicians. I'm speaking specific demographics. So who are the users of Twitter, and does this have any backing to it? Because when I think of the way social media is going, I don't see it moving backward. And if that's fine, that's fine. He wants to do that over here, but I feel like this is my opinion on it, right? I'm not arguing. I think he's very intelligent, but I think he's just capitalizing on something that's really good at stirring the pot, if you will, in a certain demographic. Yeah. And that's all he's capitalizing on. But if we're looking as far as the future of social media, I don't think it's back here with Vine and Twitter by any means.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it is either.
I don't think so. I mean, I know there's 7 seconds is like the magical length of TikToks, but fine. I don't know. You can't do much in 7 seconds. Nothing of value, at least. No. But here's the thing. I just had a thought. I saw you see a comment here from Weekly Investments. Anyone can get a blue check mark. It's just a paywall. So the blue check mark will become less valued if it helps spam bots get more buyers, and it'll hurt the check mark. I mean,
yeah, right. What's the validation? Right.
Here's the thing, though. Right. If I am a scammer, I want to impersonate Jamar. Okay. What's to stop me from making my account with my identity, verifying it, getting the blue check mark, and then just changing my username and picture to Jamar's? And now I'm a verified Jamar account.
Say that again.
So I create an account on Twitter. I use my name, my license, everything. I get verified. I get blue check, right? It all checks out. But then all I do is I just change my username and picture to Jamar's name and picture. And then now I'm a verified account, but now my picture is Jamar's, and now I can scam his followers.
Well, I would say that.
Would the blue check mark go away when you change the username?
Well, I don't think it's that simple. I think there's a lot more technology and stuff that wizardry that I don't know about behind it. I don't think it's not like you and I go and we change our YouTube handle. I think the algorithm and the technology that they actually have in place should be smart enough to figure that out. If your keystroke goes in there for your blue check mark and does something, they have stuff. The guy launches
those populations together.
I hope he figures that out.
Somebody hacking technology and being able to figure that out in the population that's going to be on Twitter and Vine, those things don't mix. So good luck.
Because we want to get rid of bots on Twitter, but every one of us has 100+ spam TikTok accounts, right? Those were all humans at one point, whether those accounts are active or not. A human created them. A human was fielding the WhatsApp stuff. That was all. They would not be bot accounts.
What? You don't think that a bot farm could just randomly generate all of those?
A bot farm could, but
because you would only have to do one and then program it to do find your way -1, find your way -2, find your way -3. You wouldn't have to have a person in Russia, in Romania doing that 24 hours a day. I'd like to think they're in a sweatshop doing that, but I don't think they are. I'm sorry, was that out loud?
That could be a Fiverr gig.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's a good idea.
I create impersonator accounts all day. That's $10 per account.
Oh my gosh.
Here's a side hustle no one's talking about.
You can make $10,000 a month doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, I make $10,000 a month creating TikTok accounts.
That's so funny.
I did.
Do you guys block all of those accounts when you see them and do an audit every once in a while?
I can't keep up. I think there's hundreds.
I
I just
used
hope
to.
my followers are smart enough to know the difference. And I'm kind of with Scotty at Caveat Emptor, like, buyer beware. Like,
Yeah. At some point,
you shouldn't be dumb enough. Like, I feel like this is an old enough problem where you should just know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be
I
a
don't
plot?
want to call. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, wouldn't it be a plot twist if you were actually setting up your own fake accounts and scamming people with them?
Check my WhatsApp.
Hey, disclaimer. None of us are actually doing that, by the way, people.
I don't want to call anybody out. I don't even remember who it was, but somebody commented on Adrian's thing one time. He was like, "Hey, Adrian, did you create another account and contact me about crypto?" It's like, why would you think it necessary to ask that question? I mean, it's not obviously no. Adrian did not do that.
He's
But
like, no, I'm a Nigerian prince. That's
I thought he learned it from Anna Crypto.
Claudia.
Claudia.
No, Claudia.
I was so sad until my IG account was shut down, and then I got it unhacked by so and so.
Well, it's funny. I had a really aggressive scammer like 3 weeks ago, and basically went on my Instagram account, which has like 300 followers. Like, it's just like it's like a picture of my kid from like 2018 and like 2 personal pictures, and like that's it, right? And maybe a couple of reels that I tried posting, but they basically used the O on the end, made it a 0, followed every single person that I was following, which was like friends and family from high school, and then posted all my content on the same day, and then started messaging about crypto everybody who was following me.
Oh, wow.
I started getting text messages from like my wife's grandmother was like, "Hey, why are you crypto? What did you message me on Instagram?" I was like, "No, that's not me. Do not."
I knew you were wrong for my daughter.
Like, my sister-in-law sent me a text, like, it was just like, "Who is this?" I'm like, "I have some guy overseas." Just block, report, and move on. There's nothing. Like, it was literally like it was the most aggressive one I've ever seen.
Legit entrepreneur disclaimer: anybody that actually is providing you value is not reaching out to you first.
Yeah, true that.
If they're selling you the dream, at least they're not reaching out to you first. I do believe that when you want to sell yourself to somebody bigger than you, you provide goodwill. And I do believe that there is some goodwill to give, but you are not reaching out and pushing for do this. And if somebody is there, like, buyer beware at the end of the day, right? Like, you're exactly right. Just wake up. It's 2022.
Yeah, this scam is very much 2019.
Yeah, it's so
like it was novel then.
2004.
Yeah, it was chain emails.
Yeah.
Send this to 10 people or you'll have bad luck for 10 years.
Yeah.
Do you remember that, Dom? Maybe you'll remember, but that it was like a chat platform or something, ICQ or
yeah.
Do you remember?
That was with AOL, right?
Somebody said ICQ earlier in the chat. I had no idea what that meant.
Yeah.
What was ICQ?
It was like a weird combination of like chat, forums, like
wait, what internet era are we talking about here?
Oh, like early, like late 90s, late 90s, I would say.
I was still stuck on AOL Kids Only at that point, so I was not exposed to the internet. Late 90s. I didn't get mature teen until I was like 17, like 2007. 4-ish.
I guess you're not as old as we thought you were, Dom.
I'm only 34.
You're young.
I think my gateway computer had something like that. I think it was AOL. Yeah. 90s weekly investment. Does anybody who's weekly investment?
Yeah, I'm not quite that old.
AOL. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was an AIM user. AIM was like my chat platform. As I think all of us had AIM at some point.
Oh yeah.
Imagine if affiliate marketing was big now and we had AIM. Like if you had like AIM, would you have like AIM groups, didn't we? Like you had the friends lists.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would be
But like real emo song lyrics.
yeah. Your away message was just emo song lyrics.
Pointed at someone you had a crush on that was always away, or
Yeah. I mean, Liz, listen, if there was a 2022 high ticket affiliate marketing away message, and AIM would be like, BRB earning that passive income, 2,000 in a sale, ask me how.
living that laptop lifestyle.
Follow me to learn how to quit your job.
Yeah. Like, that would be the away message now.
Oh my God. I'm in my hammock earning some passive income.
You're wrong. I earn passive income.
Yeah.
$7 and $100,000 is optional.
I'm going to tell my 37 followers that you're wrong.
You can probably appreciate this, or maybe all of you can, but my brother, back in the early days of, like having a computer at home and having the internet at home on those AOL discs and dial-up. Oh my gosh. But he found this software. It was like a mouse moving, clicking software. And he would earn, I don't know, a couple bucks a day because he had it, surfing the web, which was like part of some research that he got paid for.
Shit.
That's passive income. But it was like,
yeah.
$2. Bring up talking about part 2 on this episode.
And then checks would come for him in the mail, and my mom was like, "What is this legal?" And
was he rolling the checks like he'd be rolling the checks?
Yeah, pictures posting them on his Zanga blog.
Zanga, I remember Zanga. Yes.
You won't believe I earned $17,000 doing this month. Look at this stack of checks.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we need to like figure out how to shoot like a 90s version of like this.
Oh
like,
my God.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be spectacular.
JPEG that takes like 17 years to load line by line.
Can I just be Uncle Rico and be sewing Tupperware and like Jason drive his RV over the Tupperware?
Yeah.
Like, that has to be it.
A really horrible green screen that it's really obvious that it isn't a beach behind us, but we have it flashing. We're all just, yep.
Spectacular. Fun fact about the AOL CDs, right? Everyone remembers those, right?
Yes.
At one point, AOL was using 100% of the CD burning capacity in the world. They literally, like, no other company. And you look this size. Someone do a Google search while I go on this monologue before I start making a whole bunch of claims. But at one point, you could not. I think, and again, I'm going to go on. Someone double check this and fact check this. I think they actually delayed the production of a release of a movie because they were burning all the CDs for AOL, and that movie just didn't have the capacity to be released to DVD or CD or something. But that's how big and ubiquitous AOL was at the time.
It cost over $300 million.
To do all the CDs?
At one point, over 50% of the CDs produced worldwide had an AOL login on it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like that's total supply of CDs in the world. Half of them were AOL.
That's wild.
In memoriam. AOL CDs.
Dude, when I used to work at Blockbuster, we had AOL, like free AOL CDs, like on the counter. People would come in, just grab them and leave. And I'm like, guys.
Dream big.
Well, you can get like, what was it? Net Zero. It's like 99 cents or something. Yeah. Just pay 99 cents for Net Zero.
Do you have anything left from Blockbuster? Did you take anything when you went?
Do you still have a Blockbuster shirt?
Oh God, I wish. I got rid of them because I was like so bitter and stuff. I still have.
I never want to work for this place again. I never smell popcorn.
Dude, I do have playlists that my employee that was in love with me made for me. I have that.
So. Great.
That is nostalgia.
Yeah, no, it's on a CD, like a burned CD, and like has all the songs, like all the tracks listed out on the little paper inside.
That is so period correct. I love it.
Oh my God.
I just hope all of the like millennials are sitting on this episode
just
right
crying.
now.
That's what I was just gonna say. Audience temperature check. If you don't have any idea what we're talking about, let us know and shout. I want to see who the children are.
I don't think we have any children. I hope
think so.
they're genuinely. I hope there are no children.
Yeah, they've been alienated and shocked away by this point.
Yeah,
If we do have children here, please seek therapy.
Yeah. I'll use children relatively speaking. I'm thinking 21-year-olds. Craigslist used to promote. What was that? Oh, yeah. You would promote like Yeah, affiliate offers and stuff.
Yep. Backpage too.
Backpage. I feel like Backpage was a really sketchy website though, way back when.
Yeah, it was yeah.
I don't remember that. Yeah. But anyway, we're getting up there. Who wants to talk about the new rabbit hole we're going down? Passive. Speaking of passive income.
Pillow money.
Pillow money. Jamar, why don't you lead us in, because you're the pioneer of this whole bit.
So there's a lot of people out there who they want to think that the path that they're on is the right one because everybody else in their bubble is telling them, especially if they're naive. So if you're new to the online space, so like generating an income online, every single person on this screen right now started from square one, right? Started from zero. And all of our paths just kind of like wiggle around and do all kinds of different things. Ultimately, we got into the online space for most people get into it for the idea of passive income. It very rarely, as most people find out really quickly, it very rarely turns into passive income when you want to scale your business, unless you get really, really good with like paid ads, where you have a lot more control over your traffic. Because if you don't have control over your traffic, it's extremely hard to scale an online business. So people have this like ideas of grandeur after watching people that they've followed, and they go down the rabbit hole. The next thing you know, they're signing up for a course and they're learning how to make money online. And most people very quickly find out that it's not as easy as people say it is. And it is extremely hard to consistently make a certain amount of money every single month. Yes, it's cool to it's cool to have a high ticket sale and make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in a month. But to consistently hit that number every single month requires a certain amount of traffic, right? Because if you don't really control the conversions on the back end, you only control the traffic, the lead gen on the front end. I need to send X amount of people to said landing page and offer to make X amount of dollars, right? But that effort is either paid or organic, right? It's either like sweat equity, where you're just forcing a lot of traffic onto the internet and you're getting the traffic that way, or you are paying money to place your offer in front of people, right? To place your link in front of somebody. What is so great about what has transpired on said Amazon platform is that it is passive only once the work is done, and the traffic is supplied place on the planet. True. Dom, how many videos did you create in October?
In October? Oh, just the month of October.
19. Just the month of October. 19. You created 19 videos
in 4 days.
How long? I was going to say, how many hours did you truly spend creating 19 videos?
Not a lot. Maybe 4 hours. Call it 4. I'm cutting it fat at 4 hours. It probably wasn't 4 hours.
Granted, you were doing some ancillary things, maybe thumbnails, YouTube posting, and things like that. Let's not call that part of your work that you did in October.
Yeah, I lost an entire week to YouTube, getting a YouTube channel off the ground.
So that was bonus.
Extra.
That was self-inflicted.
Yes.
You still generated 4 figures in October. Not only did you generate $4, you generated $5,000 in what I would like to consider passive income. That is completely passive because the work was done and the videos live on a marketplace and you can walk away for the most part. Yes, you can tweak and test and do things like we should be doing as marketers. But for the most part, you worked 4 hours total and you knew generally about how much you were going to make. So this idea of passive income, I think, can start to be reimagined a little bit more. And I'm making thousands of dollars with Amazon influencer program as well per month. I think people need to start shifting their brain, and everybody, like, now you're going to have this battle of like low ticket physical products and high ticket information products, like that are going to battle with each other. The differences between the two is one, you have to supplement you have to really push all the traffic. And the other one, you just need to be consistent posting videos because the traffic is there, and that's pretty much it. Are you going to
September?
Yeah, and yes, you do need a lot of, so your volume in terms of increasing your traffic comes in posting more videos.
Correct.
But those videos, they maintain a certain level of traffic depending on how much volume that particular product gets per month. Whereas high ticket, you have to continuously, because of the way social platforms are curated, if you stop posting, your traffic dies.
Yep.
It's true. And not encourage, but I challenge anyone watching this or listening to this on replay, take a month off of TikTok. See what happens to your business.
Yeah.
Yep. And any platform, Reels, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, I'm not really too sure about, but I'm pretty sure that it's gonna. I've posted probably 80 or 90 to like my own private Shorts channel just as a test, and there were some that kind of popped off, but most of them don't continue to like a traditional YouTube channel. If you do proper SEO, your graph should be almost it's not a horizontal line. It should always be slightly growing and getting a trickle of views all the time. So YouTube is in its own a traffic source for review type of videos, which we are teaching inside of our program, because you shouldn't just be relying just on the marketplace traffic. You should be leveraging other social media platforms, including YouTube, to continue increasing the amount of traffic that you, especially YouTube, because YouTube is, as long as you do SEO correct, YouTube is a great way to continuously drip clicks and views towards, and you might get, people that might follow your Amazon storefront and things like that. Well, that being said, we're in literally probably, I think 2023 is going to be an amazing year where you're going to see big box retailers adopt what Amazon is doing, because Amazon is leading the forefront in terms of having user-generated content reviews being placed onto their platform. This did not exist 24 months ago. No. Watch what happens over the next 12, 24 months. Target, Walmart, big box retailers who realize that their attention of people is on social media, is watching short form video on their cell phones. Fewer and fewer people are using traditional media like television, newspaper, magazines. Fewer and fewer people are consuming that type of content. So big box retailers, they can't get access to people's eyeballs. So they're realizing, okay, if I can get UGC creators, right, these influencers, get people who have all of the eyeballs and get them the products to promote to the audience, it's just almost like a backdoor way. And not only that, it's way cheaper for them than to make a traditional commercial on television, or to have a spot in a magazine. It costs way cheaper to just give influencers 5-10% commissions. And I know that may not sound like a lot right now, and for most people they're like, 5% commissions, but 5% commissions across hundreds of videos on a marketplace that gets billions and billions of dollars per year, it actually allows you to carve out Dom, in just a few months, and some of us on this panel, we could be at $5,000 or $10,000 per month consistently every single month because of that traffic. So
yeah, it's crazy. It's funny, Jamar, back it up just a little bit, because you blew past the point I wanted to add to. Talking about YouTube SEO, and let me just share a tab here for a second. This is a video I did on my dishwasher. Can those of us who are good at graphs, when do you think the video started ranking in search? Around what day? I want to say right about day 12, where it kind of starts the hockey stick.
Yeah, the data doesn't lie.
Yeah. I mean, it was right there. I mean, now it's getting almost a view an hour.
And I want to add, from my minimal experience with being in a group like this, is what I always say is, I've said it, we see it in the news, ad dollars are drying up. Companies are scared to pull out their wallets and spend money when they don't know they're going to get returned. That's what Jamar said about it's shifting to they want to be where the eyeballs are, but they don't know how to spend their money there. So they're going to rely on us, affiliate marketers, UGC, brand ambassadors, whatever. And the risk reward is much better for them because like Jamar said, they have to pay out, right? But not until somebody buys something. That's the beauty of what we do.
They're leveraging someone else's following. They're leveraging someone else's following.
Exactly.
And that's where building your own brand is the most wildly, and we talk about it all the time on this channel, and we come back to it all the time. Create the content, tell your story, and build your brand, because guess what? If you're making the same content as everybody else, you're not going to be able to sustain value. You have to think about sustainable value, and sustainable value is only you, right? You're the only thing that you can have consistently throughout your journey. That's it.
And can we also talk about how much more fun it is to make the marketplace style content than social media content?
Yeah.
Forget about it. It's so much more fun.
It's directly proportional to what you're earning on the as an Amazon influencer. It's almost like $1 per video per day.
That's what the math has been showing. I have yet to see somebody not follow that formula. We're going to use a scientific method on that. If you have a different hypothesis, show me your data that says I'm wrong.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So you're saying 100K a year is 274 videos.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that math and that flashy TikTok that everybody wants to post is actually potentially true?
Yeah.
But yet we're not going to post that. We're just going to troll that. Like, let's just be really.
I'm going to throw a party when I get to that many videos. I'm just going to just throw a party and.
I mean, most times it's a bait and switch, right? It's a bait and switch. When people use copy, we use it to gain attention, and unfortunately for the high ticket, it's a bait and switch where they're like, oh, $274 a day for an entire year is $100,000. It's like, okay, those are obligatory numbers. The amount of freaking traffic that you have to run to make $10,000 a month in high ticket sales is astronomical. I think people don't realize the amount of not only do you have to create the content, but you have to build relationships, and you gotta create all these lead magnets, and you gotta create communities. And if you have a Facebook, anybody who's in this live right now, running a Facebook community is a freaking it can be a full-time job.
Oh yeah.
People asking questions all the time. They're asking, oh, when's the next live? Jason's got a small but really engaged Facebook community, but Jason will probably tell you it's a lot of work. Sometimes he forgets to do stuff, or he can't be in 5 places at the same time. People are trying to get his attention to ask him questions, and it's exhausting. But that is literally the job of an online marketer is to not only attract attention, but to help support people, especially when it comes to info products and high ticket affiliate marketing, because let's be honest, people don't have the money, then they spend it anyways, and then they feel stuck if they're not either getting their money, making their money back, or they're not succeeding, and they're like, why am I not succeeding? All these other people are succeeding. So it's just it's extremely it's disheartening when people use negative copy. I say use the wrong copy, and then people end up coming out the back end really the losers, because they don't get support from the person that they trusted in the first place. And they had these ideas of grandeur, and it is extremely hard to leave. I would say very few people. We have many people here that have lost their 9-to-5s or that have left their 9-to-5s. I mean, there's multiple people here.
Or lost.
But to be honest with you, you guys are the exception, not the rule. Because most people cannot sustain a certain amount of income with high ticket affiliate marketing to be able to say never having to go back to it again. It takes a very special person to be able to get to that point. Because it is a lot of freaking work. I know Thad has left, Barb's left her job. I mean, but it took a lot of work to get to that point. Like, people don't realize the amount of just the front end work to be able to put themselves in a position where they can where they can do that.
And I also want to kind of add to the point about the whole like $274 a day is $100,000 a year, like especially in the high ticket space. You're not making $274 every day. It averages to $274 a day. Someone who makes $5,000 a month, I'm going to use that as that's a good average high ticket affiliate marketer. That's kind of, if they're half decent, they're going to make about $5,000 a month, right? Sure, you got your outliers that are 20 and 30 and $40,000, but the most bread and butter is going to be about $5,000. If you're going after $1,000 commission, that's only 5 commissions a month. The rest of that's potentially 5 days where you earn money. The rest of the month is zeros or $2 or $3 or whatever, right? Mentally, like it takes a lot of fortitude.
Show them that. If you can, Dom, show them your graph. You want to talk about sustainability?
Yeah.
You want to talk about consistent and the numbers don't lie. If you want to have an idea of like, okay, I would like to actually earn $100 per day. Like I would visually, I would like to see $100 in commissions per day. Granted, it's not. I was going to say it's not as fancy. It's not as fancy as the $1,000 commissions. Those are great emails to get, right? It's like, oh my gosh, I made $1,000 today. I get paid out in a couple of weeks. You know, this is great.
I can almost guarantee those people getting those $1,000 commissions know exactly where the heck they came from, though.
Oh, they certainly do, don't they? But Dom's graph, my graph is a little more hectic than his is. But look at how consistent the graph is.
That's the last 30 days. That's 30 days out of 30 days where I woke up to money.
It is. And the last 30 days, you haven't created that many videos.
No, this is probably 19, maybe 22 videos I put a couple up in the last 2 days.
Now trying to sell $180,000 worth of low ticket profit, driving your own traffic would be insane.
It's almost impossible.
I mean, almost impossible.
The thing again, having like but this is not even worried about the money and how much you're making per day, but the fact that it's a steady trickle every day has helped my mental health so much. Because like you're sitting there on Monday, you're like $0, $0, $0, $0, $0, $1,000, $1,000, $2,000 day. Let me go and post, and I go $0, $0, $0, $0, $1,000 or $0. Like that sucks.
You might as well just gamble.
So much. What'd you say?
You might as well just gamble.
Yeah, but this is like 150, 150, 150, 175, 160, 150. It's every single day. And this knowing that consistency is there.
And if you want consistent high ticket commissions, like, let me just say this. I have to be devil's advocate because we can talk about that all day. If you want consistent high ticket commissions, you need to build a system. And building that system takes time, but you're also going to have to cater to that system, and you're going to have to be present, because if somebody pulling $1,000 out or $2,500 out because you are slinging somebody else's course, you are only going to grab, so many of those people that are trusting. So therefore you need to be present within that community so they know, like, and trust you. And if you don't want to make them know, like, and trust you, that's where the systems come into play, like blogging, email marketing, copy, and that's going to take time and repetition and analytics and
who all those touch points.
Yeah, like it just doesn't work as swiftly as everybody's selling the dream to you for on social media, and it does work. Proof of that are some of the people within this community are that you can build a high ticket machine, but to build that high ticket machine, typically it's not a high ticket machine on someone else's product. It's a high ticket machine built around your own product.
Yeah.
Dom, how many people did you have to close in your DMs last month?
I've never closed anybody in DMs ever since I started this.
How many people did you have to close in your DMs for $180,000 in product sales?
0
in physical products.
I haven't talked to a single buyer. I haven't talked to a single person. You guys are the only humans I've talked to this month.
Yeah. So my point is that when people say passive income and then high ticket affiliate marketing, I love high ticket. Don't even get me wrong. I love high ticket affiliate. It has its place. It's amazing. Higher ticket commissions is absolutely phenomenal. But when you want predictability, you're going to have to do different things if you want predictability within your business. And And this right now presents an opportunity for some predictability. You know, you do some work on the front end, but you don't have to hang out in Facebook groups. You don't have to, send, daily emails. You don't have to close people in the DMs. You don't have to, right? There's like all these ancillary things that normally you would have to do to keep your affiliate marketing business running and sustainable, and feed your, keep the lights on and feed your kids and things like that, or your cats if you're your animals if you're Reagan and Barb. But those are all things that like people don't realize. Those are all ancillary things that you have to keep doing. If you stop any one of those things and start, not keeping up with those touch points, you go 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, right? The whole month, like nothing really happens. So,
I mean, a reliable high ticket machine, something that can spit out 3+ high ticket commissions a week, right? Requires a automated back-end email sequence that is segmented and targeted. It requires a retargeting ad campaign, which costs money. It requires I don't want to say a complex funnel, but it requires a simple 2-page website. That's about all you need. But then that goes into the email, all runs software, all runs on money. It needs a community, which people can come in and ask questions. It generally needs some sort of a free course and some sort of ancillary education program. And then when that's all done, it generally needs some long form front end content, and also needs a never ending stream of short form content. If not, front end paid ads.
And I feel like most of the 1% of the people are also doing lives every day.
And and there's also a consistent live schedule too.
And it's funny because I've watched some of the, I'm not going to name names, but I've watched some people that did 6-7 hour lives talking about how they can do what they're doing for 1 to 2 hours a day. And I'm like, son of a bitch, you spent 3 months creating this. You're on this damn live 6-7 hours a day, 6 days a week. There's nothing 1 to 2 hours about this. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
And the other thing I like about this program is you're selling an actual product versus selling a dream.
Yes.
Yep.
Because the reality on a lot of these high ticket things is 90-some% of people are going to fail. So you're selling that dream to them, and whether it's their fault or not, life happens, whatever, the statistic is 90-some% of these people are going to fail. Where you're promoting an actual physical product that somebody's going to have in their hand and use. And there's something to be said. I like that feeling. I like the physical product side. That's why I also liked running ads to physical products, because I like that whole aspect behind actual products.
What's nice is I finally got to say, sell me this pen, and I actually sold the pen.
It's the concept behind, to me, like you're giving people the opportunity to actually tell their story and not somebody else's. So like you can pick up something all around you, look all around you, and your junk is literally your treasure chest with this program. And as fluffy as that sounds, it's kind of just true. You just have to be a little patient, like, and build your following and wait it out. Like, you'll get there.
So you can review anything, even piss jugs, huh?
Yeah, somebody we know. Urine specimen cups.
That
That was an
trash
interesting
cans.
review. Let's be honest.
Absolutely. Yeah. No shame. No shame.
No shame at all.
Yeah.
I think that gives us a good place to just kind of leave some curiosity spreading.
Yeah.
And say, until next week, guys, like we're going to be launching a webinar to show you all of this, but
can I add one more thing before we let him go though, Reagan?
Yeah, well, shit, I'm not running the show.
Keep in mind the combined effort of everybody you're looking at for months and months and months diving down this rabbit hole to figure a lot of this stuff out. So to all those people who might see this later, think you got it figured out, have fun with that.
Yeah. I mean, how many hundreds of hours between us have we learned figuring things out, and we're still figuring new things out on a daily basis?
Yeah.
How many different times did I fall flat on my face?
And can we not talk about falling flat on the face today?
No.
My whole point is it's I had 8 videos rejected just today, so like it's not as simple as you may think.
That's facts.
Yeah.
I've been doing this since May, and and Dom and I, even as recently as early September, we were a train wreck. So,
oh yeah,
yeah,
they didn't really start catching off until September. I was like, wait, we're actually on to something. I think we cracked the code.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
No, yeah. Waiting on the free course. So tune in next week and the next 3 weeks, and that's going to be the free lead magnet.
Yeah.
So we're going to start teasing some stuff out and how this kind of works. But yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, I don't think anyone's on Twitch tonight, but if you're there, go over to YouTube, go subscribe. It helps out the algorithm. And you can see all our past episodes. If you found us for the first time tonight, we don't always sell stuff on the show. This is kind of a special because it's a project we've all worked together on. And yeah, so if you're on YouTube, thank you again. Hit the bell, like, and subscribe, and we will see you guys next week at 9 p.m. on Wednesday Eastern time.
Pew, 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 pew.
Take care, everybody.